This building stood majestic and tall.
Like an ancient castle.
You just don't see places like this in Virginia.
Perched high above Powhatan.
You see places like this in Europe.
Abandoned and alone, but certainly not forgotten.
This is an unbelievably historical place that is otherwise dead. I'm not the only one that this building speaks to.
John Plaschel notices charm in neglect.
Nature kind of has a sixth sense. It just kind of knows when to reclaim what was originally hers. And there is an element of beauty to that, right?
The photographer and historian is documenting decay at St. Francis de Sales, a crumbling landmark unlike any other in Virginia.
This place is dying as quickly as many of the people that once walked its halls.
St. Francis opened as a boarding school for African and Native American girls.
The irony of it all is the fact that this was accomplished on a plantation where there were slaves, and now it basically has turned into this unbelievable place of empowerment.
The best days of my life was spent here.
Faye Coleman graduated from St. Francis in 1967.
It's like I was a poor little rich girl. I was so blessed. You know that?
The grateful Richmonder.
Yes, it was strict. Those nuns didn't play.
Was one of 5,000 students who enrolled over the course of 70 years.
It was nothing like it. I really learned how to be a lady here.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Peggy Thurston.
We had a wonderful life here.
Class of 1964.
To me, this place became my second home. The students became my family.
Peggy says the nuns and education helped shape the woman she is today.
Oh, the friendships that were made here. Truly awesome.
Phyllis. She was our class president.
Oh, really?
Those bonds endure.
And that's me with my sponsor uniform.
All right. You look good, Peggy.
Well, thank you, Faye.
Yes, ma'am.
But Peggy and Faye lament the current state of their alma mater, which closed in 1970.
It is shameful that this property was allowed to get to this point.
So the graduates and John are banding as one to preserve the legacy of St. Francis.
It's this confluence of perfect events that come together. There's no more of a unique opportunity. There's not.
The goal, raise money for a historic marker or possibly a museum.
Why not save it? They're not going to find nowhere else like this place, you know?
John will lead scheduled tours of the private property, while former students like Faye and Peggy share tales of school days gone by.
When you bring the alumni back that went to school here for them to share their stories with the public, it temporarily brings everything back to life.
I grew up 55 miles from here and never heard of the place.
Jeff Oakley, who purchased the condemned building and surrounding farmland last year, is fully supporting the effort.
It really is amazing. This was a complete community. I'm very motivated to preserve it.
This was me when I was about 18. I like to go back.
Something needs to be done because this place matters to a lot of people.
50 years after the last graduate walked out with diploma in hand.
A million memories. I mean, it's nothing like it.
Former students are returning to St. Francis.
And here was senior prom.
There you go.
As teachers of a lesson from the past they know best, their own.
I was just blessed to be here, truly. It's history that needs to be saved.
The condition of St. Francis de Sales was in such bad shape. A few years ago, Preservation Virginia listed the building as one of the most endangered in all of Virginia. If you'd like to learn more about these guided tours or help donate to a memorial, I posted the information on our show website at WTVR.com. For I Have a Story, I'm Greg McQuaid, CBS 6 News.